Children, it is a continuation of the chapter electricity. Now let us discuss about the resistors in parallel and also about the equivalent resistors and the current flowing through the parallel connection circuit. Now, what is resistors in parallel? Combination of resistors in which resistors are connected together between 2 points. Then the resistors are said to be connected in parallel. See here, the three resistors R1, R2 and R3 are connected between the 2 points X and Y, and this combination is called the parallel combination of the resistors. The resistors are in parallel here. What happens to the value of current when a number of resistors are connected in parallel in a circuit, and also what would be their equivalent resistance? To get this result, let us do an activity. Here, make a parallel combination. 3 resistors R1 and R2 and R3 are connected between the 2 points X and Y. Connect it with a battery, plug key and an emitter, and also with the voltmeter as shown in the figure here. Also connect a voltmeter in parallel with the combination of resistors. Here resistors R1, R2, R3 and voltmeter are in parallel combination. And now you plug the key and note the ammeter reading and voltmeter reading. So let the ammeter reading is I here. The ammeter reading is I and voltmeter reading is V. Voltmeter reading is V. The potential difference across each resistors also to be find out here, and current flowing through each resistor also is to be noted. So here we got the potential difference and also the current flowing through the circuit when all these 3 resistors are in parallel connection and together with the voltmeter. Take out the plug from the key, remove the ammeter and voltmeter from the circuit, and insert the ammeter in series with resistor R1 and voltmeter parallel with R1 across the ends of the resistor R1. And again here you note down the reading in the voltmeter and ammeter and record it. Here the current is I1. You will get the different current here. The current is I1. The voltmeter shows the same reading. Voltmeter shows the same reading. So here by connecting the voltmeter and ammeter as shown in the figure and by note downing the reading, we got the current is different here. So let us consider that is I1 and the potential difference is same, that is V only. After recording the reading from the voltmeter and ammeter, in this step you remove the plug from the key and also disconnect ammeter and voltmeter from this circuit and insert the ammeter in series with the R2 and voltmeter in parallel with the voltmeter across the ends of the resistor R2. So here see the figure, ammeter is connected with the R2 in series and voltmeter is also inserted across the resistor, and in this step also here plug the key and note down the reading from the voltmeter and ammeter. Here again you are getting different current, so let us note it as I2. The current flowing through this circuit is I2 and the potential difference is here same, that is V. So you got the reading I2 from the ammeter and potential difference from the voltmeter. And after recording the reading, again you take out the plug from the key and disconnect voltmeter and ammeter, and you connect the ammeter in series with the resistor R3 and voltmeter across R3 as shown in the figure. And plug the key, again you note down the reading, and at this time also ammeter shows different reading. So let us consider the reading of current at this time is I3, and the voltmeter shows the same potential difference, that is V only. In this way you got the reading I3 from ammeter, potential difference V from voltmeter. And next you compare I, I1, I2 and I3, and you will clear that I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3 here. See the 4 cases here. In the first case, the connections are made as follows, and you got the current is I and potential difference is V here. And in the second case, the voltmeter is connected across the ends of the resistor I1, and ammeter is connected with the series with the R1, and you note down the reading, that is I1 and V. I1 is the current through the circuit and V is the potential difference here. And in the second case, here the voltmeter is connected with the R2, that is across the ends of the R2, and ammeter is connected with the R2 in series. So the current is here I2 and potential difference is V. And in the third case, that is with R3, V is across the ends of the R3 and ammeter is in series with R3. So the current is here I3V. And you can note that the total current I equals the sum of the separate current through each branch of the combination. That is, I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. So what you have observed here, total current I is equal to the sum of the separate currents through each branch of the combination. And now let us discuss about the resistance. Let Rp be the equivalent resistance here. Rp be the equivalent resistance of the parallel combination of resistance, and R1 is the resistors here. R1 is resistor of this first one, R2 is the resistor of second one, R3 is the resistor of third one. And here you apply the Ohm's law. By applying the Ohm's law to the parallel combination of the resistors, you will get, that is, I is equals to V by Rp. For the first case it is. Here I is equals to V by Rp, and by applying the Ohm's law to second case, third case and fourth case, that you will get I1 is equals to V by R1 and I2 is equals to V by R2 and I3 is equals to V by R3. And you know that here I is equals to I1 plus I2 plus I3. I1 plus I2 plus I3, and I1 is V by R1, and you know that is I is V by Rp. I1 is V by R1, I2 is V by R2 and I3 is V by R3. And here it becomes V into 1 by Rp is equals to V into, you take here V into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. So by cancelling we here what we will get? 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. Therefore, we may conclude that the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance of a group of resistances joined in parallel is equal to the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistance. That is 1 by Rp means that is the reciprocal of the equivalent resistance. 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3 is the sum of the reciprocals of the individual resistance. That is about the equivalent resistance what you got in the case of parallel combination. In the case of parallel combination, that is 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. You got the result here. 1 by Rp is equals to, can write like this way, 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. You can write P in short like this way. 1 by Rp is equals to 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2 plus 1 by R3. We have seen that in a series circuit, the current is constant throughout the electric circuit. On the other hand, a parallel circuit divides the current through the electrical gadgets. Here, in the case of parallel connection, the current divides through the electrical gadgets which are connected in parallel. But in the case of series connection, current is constant throughout all the components which are in the series connection in the circuit. Thus, it is impracticable to connect an electric bulb and an electric heater in series because they need currents of widely different values to operate properly. And also in series circuit, when one component fails, the circuit is broken and none of the components works. If you have used fairy light to decorate buildings on festivals, on marriage, etc., you might have seen the electrician spending lot of time in trouble locating and replacing the dead bulb. Each has to be tested to find which has fused or gone. Parallel circuit divides the current through the electrical gadgets. The total resistance in a parallel circuit is decreased, and this is helpful particularly when each gadget has different resistance and requires different current to operate properly. It is clear that series combination of components in the circuit is having many disadvantages over parallel combination. So what are they? First one is, we know that different components need different current to operate properly. Series connection is impracticable as all the components in the series circuit gets same current. For example, electric bulb and electric heater are connected in series. They need different values of current and it is impracticable. We know that electric bulb needs less amount of electric current to glow, but electric heater needs more amount of electric current to heat the coil. So, is it possible to have the required amount of electric current when this constant current flows through the circuit in the series connection? Therefore, you can say that it is impracticable. Next, one more disadvantage is When one component in the series circuit fails, the circuit is broken and none of the other components works. So it is one of the major disadvantage of the series connection. Then what are the advantages of parallel connection in circuit? Parallel circuit divides the current through the electrical gadgets. The total resistance in parallel circuit is decreased. This is helpful particularly when each gadget had different resistance. The gadget which are having different resistance requires different current to operate properly, and it is helpful as the circuit divides the current through the electrical gadgets. And also in the parallel circuit, if one component fails, the other components works without any effect. This is one of the advantage of the parallel circuit.